let's talk about the new guys a little bit here too, because we have our man Deltaforce rocking the Link going up against Vivi on the hero. They're switching back to the hero as opposed to Lucario here. Why do
Yeah,
you think that
baby.
might be?
Um, well, I think I think it's like I think it's a fairly long-standing belief that Lucario can struggle against disjointed characters. Because I mean, like the aura is great, but for most of the normals, it doesn't really change the fact that they're not disjointed.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, no, you gotta be
Um,
super careful because whenever you give Vivi space, you can see that they stack up the buffs pretty quickly. We've seen so far the only special moves that they've gone for in the menu is our buffing moves. We've seen an Accelerado, we now see an Oomph and a combination of that with the bounce, survive those projectiles a little bit as well. And you know that bounce. Let's go back to that real quick. I think that's another reason the hero pick came out because
very much, yeah.
Link's kit relies a lot on getting setups with the boomerangs, with the bombs, with the arrows for distancing, and you know, having bounces
completely shuts down the Z-drop bomb.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Turns it into your own combo.
And like even though you know, we talk about bounce as if it's like this constant present thing. It's not. This is still an RNG character. We might not see another bounce for the rest of the freaking game, but when all else fails, you still have a sword to fall back on.
Yeah, exactly. And they know that sword's not bad. Doesn't have the best frame data on its side, but then again, neither does Link's. It does a ton of damage, particularly when it has the Psych Up, as well as the Oomph on deck. And, you know, that down air can just snap shields in a lot of instances. And obviously, we don't need to talk about the random crits. The 1 in 8 chance to crit is one of the best things about this character.
And that up B out of shield, that's another thing that Lucario does not have to get out of Link pressure. Like if you don't have bounce up, then you at least okay, the flame slash. We got to talk about the flame slash. That's like the third time that Vivi has gone for that flame slash, specifically anticipating Deltaforce's approaches and trying to stuff them out. It's not a particularly damaging move. It's not like compared to the rest of Hero's kit. It's not a particularly strong KO move, but it does outrange everything Link has, and it comes out quick.
Yeah, it's frame 6. It does about 18 damage, so you know nothing to sneeze at for sure. That's like a general strong hit back air on a lot of characters. And obviously, very fast, fairly madly disjointed. It covers the entire underside of a platform, I think. And you know, frankly, right now, I think Delta's in an amazing position. They're using that Nair to great effect, snuffing out these projectiles, meeting Vivi halfway on a lot of their approaches, as well as stuffing them out whenever they're in the corner.
Yeah, and it forces, it really puts the onus on the opponent to the opponents, if you will, to either like, okay, I have to look at the command menu when I run in there, or okay, never mind. I can't even talk about this because Deltaforce is
it's already over.
Is a nut. Yeah.
I really want to get a replay on that because
bomb sniper.
Yeah, well, I mean, the bomb was the MVP of that whole situation. Look at it, bouncing at the ledge, catches a jump from ledge, forces that nair. Okay, there's no jump on deck for you now, and you legitimately cannot survive the aerial bombardment I am going to unleash upon you. Deltaforce rocking it. My God, Operation Rolling Thunder right now.
That was almost a blue thunder bomb, if you will. God, I love wrestling. Anyway.
I know you do. I'm trying to set you up for it, bud.
Yeah.
Okay, here he is. Here he is. The one you all wanted to see. Lucario is out in the building. Let's see how they deal with managing around the Nair, as well as his disjointed sword hitboxes and the projectiles that this character can use.
Oh, man. Okay, now I know that neither of these players are here in the building right now, but just like, whenever I see, it's really, really hard to see Link and Lucario on the screen and not think about T versus Sue, like all the matches that they had in Japan elsewhere, where like T versus Sue matches, I swear to you, are some of the dumbest Super Smash Brothers in the history of time. Like, the combination of these two characters and those two players were able to like make some of the most ridiculous interactions. Like, Sue flipped off. Or like Sue gave T the double, or see, I don't even remember which one to give the double bird to which one, but it was like, it was heated. It was friendly heated, but it was still heated because it was so stupid. I want to see more of that here.
I do too. I mean, both these characters, you know, not super relevant in the meta. At certain points, you know, people argue that Young Link's better than Link, or that Toon Link's better than Link, or that Link's the best of them. And, you know, no one's really been able to determine which is the best Link at this point. So, you know, you don't really see too much of all of them. I think Young Link's obviously the most popular of the three. But, frankly, Deltaforce might be a new champion for this character as a whole. And they've been developing really well here in this tri-state scene, and particularly in Jersey. Placing high consistently at a lot of these weeklies here.
Yeah, Deltaforce is the reason why anybody who goes to Fusion regularly comes away with like very, very solid Link matchup experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know, he plays a very matadorial style. I think Link as a whole, you kind of need to adopt a very good bait and punish type of style, where you know you pressure your opponent enough with those nairs and with like returning boomerangs and stuff to make them panic and make them sloppy. And then when you catch their spot dodges with an F tilt or a second hit forward air, that's when things go crazy.
Dirty.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for Vivi whenever they're cooking though too.
Because when Lucario really gets revved up, like you think about all these hitboxes being strong, but no, that second hit nair is a really, really powerful combo tool, even at like close to 100%.
Yeah, and I love this grounded style too that we're seeing right now, Clam. We saw a lot of dashing back and forth, catching rolls, getting grabs, and you know, keeping the pressure alive on Delta. This is now opting to be in the air a lot more, spam that nair a lot, which is particularly very difficult for the stubby Lucario to deal with. Right now, we're starting to see a bit of an even game here. The more even things get, the more in favor of Vivi they get as well, because that rage and the aura is starting to build too. And now you have your opponent in disadvantage. You have to hold center, and I love that. I love the double team teleport right on top of Deltaforce. Now, you thought you were safe throwing your projectile? Try again, brother.
That is, yeah. That is, like, out of all of Lucario's kit, the double team is quite possibly the greatest of the great equalizers. It really, really, like, hits home how strong his aura mechanic is.
Yeah. I mean, against a character like Link, Link's not particularly a light character. He's a pretty high mid-weight, bordering on that top weight, and yeah, I love that. Like, nice catch of the dash away too with that disjointed F smash. But yeah, I mean, being able to free up Link, easy. And right now, both
really
of them are
down
just
to the wire here.
Yeah, they're both fighting for center right now, as you can see, Clam.
And Vivi's really not doing a whole lot of damage. Which makes you think that this may come down to like another 100 to 100 like last hit scenario.
Right.
If, Deltaforce is able to find his hits.
Yeah, and that's a big if here because, you know, Lucario, not a character you think of having a ton of mobility, but, you know, not a negligible amount. And Link is pretty notoriously slow. You know, very, very hard to position themselves correctly. And, you know, frankly, they're doing a good job in the air. They're trying to catch the stuff on the ground, but frankly, I think the spot dodges are getting less panicky, and they're now coming out at just the right times to avoid a lot of damage.
And Deltaforce as well has really been using like short hops and like short hop air dodges really, really well and really ambiguously. Not committing to any particular attack, but just trying to bait something out so that you can get a grab. And that sort of safe play gets you close, but Lucario back air is one hell of a drug.
Yeah. I mean, that was only a 50% too, so very little rage on the part of that, but it was just enough to kill 140, so good stuff. We're going to see Pokemon Stadium 2 coming out as the counterpick here for Delta. And, you know, everyone's favorite stage in Tri-State, you got to expect them to go here. Delta is going to lock it in. Winner semifinals, winner of this advances to play against Marcus, a.k.a. Great Gonzalez, in winners finals. No character swaps from either of these two players. We'll be going up with the Game 2 special. Link versus Lucario yet again. L&L going into Pokemon Stadium 2. Game 3, winner advances.
They're both very gray. What's up with that?
I don't know.
This is a GBA, or not even GBA. This is Game Boy Pocket color schemes here. This is before games were in Technicolor.
This is 1920s Smash Brothers.
Yeah, it's like a silent movie.
It's Prohibition era. Dude, it's
what do they even need us for? Wait.
If it was a silent movie, they might need to just put up like text boxes.
Yeah,
They cut away from the action for the text boxes.
Oh, that's a good. Hey, for all you video editors out there, that's a good ass idea for a combo video.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You ever seen Buster Keaton?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, get the jab block too. How often do you see a Link jab block, Clam Hat?
If you watch Fusion, fairly regularly.
Yeah, that's my boy. Delta's a god. He's so good at making this character look fluid when he really just isn't. Okay, but now he's in the corner. He's getting pressured by these Aura Spheres a lot. We're seeing a little bit of, piece-by-piece combos there. Some just raw nairs, raw forward airs, getting some charge into the Aura Spheres, catching them, using conditioning to great effect. But right now, I mean, that sounds like a lot, man. It's added up to 120 almost. You're still not able to do it, though.
Okay. There's one thing I think I just saw, which we haven't really had talked about it all because Deltaforce really hasn't used it as an option. The Deltaforce turnaround up B at the ledge to catch you, trying to down tilt him, but the hitboxes catch you, and now he reversed it, so now you're dead instead. Like the Deltaforce turnaround up B at the ledge, it made I don't know. I'm not in the quote unquote Link community enough to know if this is his attributed to him, but to me it is very much a signature move.
Yeah.
And it will catch you sleeping even if you've already gotten hit by it once in a set.
Definitely. I mean, you gotta expect a lot more of it to come as well. Nice little combo there, though, from Vivi. Get back in the driver's seat a little bit. 57% with that Aura Sphere. Speaking of Aura, it's starting to climb a little bit. 80%. Now, not 100%. Not where you're supposed to get absolutely terrified, but it's getting there. And it's not a negligible amount either. Delta needs to play super careful to make sure they don't get hit by anything. I love the patience on the bomb, though. Only blowing it up whenever they know it's going to hit, whenever no shield is up. But you got to take that stock away soon. Not going to fall for the counter a second time, though.
There are so many things that Deltaforce is lucky to come out of. There were so many things that could have gone so badly for Deltaforce there.
Yeah.
Lucky to come out of that situation alive.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, this is pretty tense as well. Should have been a complete kill in favor of Delta, but really good DI on the back hit of that forward air from Vivi is going to keep him alive a little bit longer. Bad whiff on the up B. And that rage in combination with the Aura is going to be taking that stock. Vivi on top here, going into the last stock for Deltaforce.
And now, this is the critical moment. This is where the game is won or lost. I don't care if you make it to last. If you don't make it to, if you make it to last stock, and if you don't clean up this stock very, very cleanly, very, very likely this is going to be Vivi taking this.
Oh yeah.
56 is already pushing the margin of error smaller and smaller.
Yeah, just completely constricting Deltaforce, trying to make them a little bit more intimidated to approach, and yeah, just hanging out under the platform, throwing out the Aura Spheres. I don't blame him. That's a very good strategy in a situation like this, particularly because of how strong Shrinking is. Near back air, not going to kill just yet, though. 89% on to Deltaforce. He needs to take the stock now, but a nice jump read on the up air. That's going to do it. 136% of Aura in the favor of Vivi. And all it takes is one jump call out, and that is going to put the final nail in the coffin. Let's take a look at this second stock yet again.
Man. And I love how Vivi was almost using the double team almost as a movement option. Against as the projectiles come in, you counter, you have a lot of different directions that you can go. It is, in essence, a mix-up. It's not a fairly traditional one, but it fits the definition.
Yeah. So